Good morning, sunshine. Welcome to Morning Inspiration with Friends with our host, Miss Inspiration. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe as you sit back and listen. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. This might be the one Friday we might not be all looking forward to. Y'all know we got the snowstorm coming on across the country. Almost half the country is gonna be with snow and ice. So I want everyone to have an amazing weekend. But I know this Friday is not the Friday everyone is excited about. But it's your girl Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration. We're here with another episode of Morning Inspiration with Friends. And I apologize. This week has been the worst week. I think because of the snow anticipation. The internet company has come and they took down service so that they can improve it. The light company came. They did some work. We just been going through a lot of preparation, which I appreciate because I want to stay connected with everyone throughout these days. But if you are new here, we are here every Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. CT time. Hit that like and subscribe button if you are new, especially if you're over on my YouTube channel. Stay a while because we always have a good conversation. And today's conversation is actually going to be a really good one. Shout out to my juice that I made this morning. That's my beets, orange, carrots, apples. It's a whole bunch of goodness. Okay, so today we're going to talk about creating legacy, right? Creating legacy versus working hard. So over the last few days, I saw a post. Someone had posted about Mariah Carey, right? Mariah Carey, we all know that every Christmas season, this woman banks millions of dollars every Christmas season, right? So this person was like, oh, it's not even a great song. Like, I mean, I guess, like they should retire this by now. No, that's not how legacy works. And this is one thing I talk about quite often. If you are new to this channel, I talk about passive income. I talk about how we're going to create generational wealth. And a lot of times the generational wealth comes with your talent. Your talents and your gifts is what's going to help you to make this. So people like Mariah Carey, people like Ashanti, Ja Rule, Nelly, Busta Rhymes, T-Pain was just on. Like all the artists from 25 years ago who are now celebrating 25 years in the game are going on tour. They're not putting out brand new music. They are recording their classic hits. And it's a classic hit based off of the people that deems it a classic hit. So back in the day when All I Want for Christmas came out, it was probably the only Christmas song that really stood out. So in that time, it was considered a classic hit. Has there been other artists that come up? Yeah, I know other artists. Like I prefer Boyz II Men, Let It Snow over All I Want for Christmas. For my household, when Christmas season comes, Let It Snow is playing, not All I Want for Christmas. But I see the vision. I understand because she created this one time. And I want people to start having this mindset. What can I create one time that can make me money forever? And I want y'all to think authors, okay? There are textbooks right now in schools, colleges being sold. And if you are looking at the actual publication and the publishing information, some of those textbooks were created back in the 90s. All they're doing is updating, maybe adding new information. But that one book is carrying them throughout the entire career. You have authors like Stephen King. Like people still purchase his older books. These are things that he don't have to think about ever again. He can just literally sit home, and he does sit home, and they collect checks because they're called royalties. So you have to start thinking, what is the one thing? I did a video here not too long ago, maybe early December, around November, and I was talking about one-hit wonders. You have to think about what is going to be your one-hit wonder. And see, society sees it as, oh, these people have made a one hit, no one knows about them, no one cares about them ever again. Think about some of these one hit wonders and how that played out for that year when they made that one hit. And I'm gonna break down the math for y'all a little bit. Now I don't have the math, but I'm gonna break down the math for y'all. So you have someone that is out there and they create this one song. It's not the best song. It's not it has a nice little dance, but you know in your mind, this song is not going to be something that you're going to be listening to next year. So this person now gets into a record deal, and now I'm gonna be honest. Back in the day, they were not giving out like the best record deals. So most of the artists, if they did not go on tour, if they did not go and perform those songs, they were not making as much money. But the ones that were out there making the money and performing, going to the schools, going to the concert halls and in small cities, going to the different arenas and venues, those people, they made some money, right? That's how they made their money. And then if you invest it properly, then you're going to be able to multiply that money. Everyone doesn't make that one hit. They don't make those checks and then go and blow it on a new Lamborghini or a Benz. Some people actually do know how to invest their money properly. And that's what I want us to get into. So many times I keep hearing these things like, you know, you need to just do some work. You just need to, they're not even working hard. I'm working harder than them. You are. And this is why I want to have a mindset conversation today. This is a mindset conversation that needs to happen in order for people to start to understand that your gifts are going to make room for you. And if you don't believe that, then you're going to always stay in the mindset of, I have to work hard, right? People are comfortable with labor, not with leverage. Oh my God. People are comfortable with labor, not leverage. What does that mean? We celebrate the people that are out here. I did overtime. I worked 7 days. They celebrate that, and that's hard work. And I trust me, it works, but it's not going to work for a long time because it's going to be a wear and tear on something. And 9 times out of 10, that's going to be you. You're going to be the one that's going to be worn out. So when someone comes along and they have a strategy that says, hey, I'm not going to work as hard. I'm going to make as much money as you, but in less time. And I think about this. I had someone have reached out to me when I was doing my workshop about values. And so this person was saying how they met someone and the person broke up with them because she worked as a nurse in a hospital 3 days a week, and he worked 6 days a week working 2 jobs. And so she was like, look, I need someone that has time. You don't have time. Like once you're leaving one job, you're running home to maybe take a nap or 2, and then you run into the next job. And then maybe the one evening that you do have free, you have to use that time to spend with your kids or whatever, or for yourself, maybe get your hair cut, you know, hang out with your boys or something. And then Saturday, you have to go right back into work, or it's on Sunday. So it was there was a issue. So the person was like, see, I'm up here working hard and I'm making just as much money as her. I said, you're making just as much money as her, but you're working twice as hard as her. So she is sitting back 4 days out the week doing nothing. She's traveling, or she can go and now say, I'm going to make even more money and I'm going to go be a per diem somewhere. So this person was comfortable with the labor, but she was leveraging her time, and they were not compatible, right? And I had to let him know that your comfort zones are in 2 different places. So so people have to start understanding that people like Mariah Carey is like, I need something to leverage, because I'm pretty sure Mariah did not want to be one of those artists that had to work until she died. And we're seeing this more and more, right? There are people that have to work because either they didn't leverage properly, they didn't invest properly, or they just got really bad people around them that are not helping them to structure their money properly, okay? The second thing is that when you create a masterpiece is always going to outlive the effort that was made. A masterpiece is going to outlive effort. Why? Because that masterpiece, again, we already know Thanksgiving, there's now commercials that when Thanksgiving is done, she's defrosting, right? She's defrosting. So this is that, again, the masterpiece is outliving. We already know day after Thanksgiving, we're going to start hearing All I Want for Christmas until New Year's Day. And Mariah Carey will make anyway. I think the last post that I saw that she commented on is about $5 million for that season. So that masterpiece is outliving. When did that song come out? That song came out, and I think that song came out in the 90s, if I'm not mistaken, right? So when we're looking at books, we're looking at music, we're looking at movies, there are people that have created that masterpiece that one time, and that one time, as long as they set it up, as long as they market, they put it out properly, hold on. It came out in 1994. All I Want for Christmas came out in 1994. Y'all resonate on that. It's 2026. That paycheck ain't never stopped. It may not operate all year round, but for those 2-3 months, yes, her paycheck is definitely going because it's an asset. It's an asset that's going to keep working for her, whether you or I, whether we like it or not. So again, we have to think about what business structures can we create, what books can we put out, what movies can we, what is something that you can create one time? This is why I love passive income. This is why I love digital products. What can you create one time that can now go and make you money for as long as you have that website up, as long as you have it available? My book, my first book, Transition to a Healthier You. You guys see me, and I'm not hiding there. I'm talking about it even more. I had lost over 150 pounds. Started my journey in 2012, lost 100 pounds in 1 year. And by I think a year and a half, I had lost 150 pounds. Kept that weight off for over 7 years. I wrote my first book, 2014. I still get royalties for that book. Whether my reality is the same or not, I still get royalties from that book because why? That book has helped more people, whether it's my reality today or not. The words are still true. The story is still relevant. The story is still real. So you have to think about what can I do so that I can create this masterpiece so that it can outlive me. Because if we're thinking legacy, we're thinking this is going to be here for my children. My niece is going to be able to capitalize it. Her children are going to be able to capitalize on it. That's how we should be thinking. But a lot of people don't think this way. A lot of people don't think this way. This is the reason why they're sitting here feeling like, oh, well, she should just go and make some new music. No, you want her to go out here and put effort into new music because you have to wake up every single day and put effort into making your paycheck. And it's no shade because I'm in that reality too. I make some money passively, but I'm not to the numbers that I need to be where I can say, you know what? I don't have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to log in at 8 o'clock in the morning Central Time. I don't have to do any of that. I'm not there yet. But trust me, I believe and I know I'm going to get there. Because all I need is one. One. That's all you need. You just need one. Right? And what I mean by one, most of us was never taught to build once. We were taught you got to build every single day. Every single day you got to build. That's how we were taught. We were taught this. But now I want us to shift our thinking to realizing maybe sometimes I just need to create it one time so that this can capitalize not just in the now, in the present, but even in the future. And when you start shifting your mind, you start realizing that we were meant to create, not to just work. We were trained to work. We were never trained to create. A small population of people were trained to create. But most of us were taught to work. You want this, you got to work for it. But now, in my mind, you want this, you need to create it. This is why content creation is increasing. This is because people are realizing it's the creation that's going to make me the money. The creation that's going to. Look, I have been doing, and I wasn't going to talk about this, but you know what? Next week, we're going to dive into it. I started doing UGC, user-generated content. Started doing this in December. Technically, I started doing it in 2023, but I was only doing like, send me the product, I'll get it for free, and then I'll just take a picture for you, right? So that is a form of UGC, but I had never like gotten paid for my content. And so the last 3 weeks, I've been diving deep. In the last 2 weeks, I have been seeing results. I mean, literally, people are just like, I want to send you my product. I want you to take a picture, and I want you to send me the picture, and I'm going to pay you for that. And I'm talking about anywhere from $5 to $100. And I've seen some up to thousands of dollars. And somebody's going to watch this and be like, man, that's cap. And trust me, I thought the same way. I used to really feel that way. But then I realized, no, there's easier ways to do this. When we are creating, and it's going to help us to leverage our time, and it's also going to help us to leverage our finances. So I want you to rethink this. I don't want you to get stuck in this mindset that if I don't work, then I don't get paid, because that's what a lot of people are stuck right now. But I want you to start thinking to yourself, what can I create so I can get paid? And when you start shifting in that mindset, it's a different ball game. You can still go to work. Yes, absolutely. There's a lot of influencers, there's a lot of content creators out there that are creating, and they are making thousands of dollars every single month, and they still go to work, right? Because 9 times out of 10, they probably enjoy their work. Like, when I get to that point of making thousands a month, I'm not going to quit my job because I enjoy my job. Now, if we start breaking $10,000, $20,000 a month consistently, then yeah, I may have to step away, because guess what? I am a firm believer. Someone out there needs that, and I'm taking up space. You're not ready for that conversation. You're not ready for that conversation. I heard someone talk about this. A millionaire said that, and it made so much sense. So many people out here who do have the passive income, the $10,000 to $20,000 a month, living nice, living below their means, investing well, and they still got the job. And he was like, you're taking up the opportunity for someone that needs it when you don't, especially when you have already created the formula. You know the formula works, you're working it, and you are no longer like in need. So allow that, release that, so that that blessing can go to the person that needs it. And I hope somebody who needed that heard it, because I heard it and it definitely makes sense to me. So I'm going to end right here. Don't be mad at someone who built something that lasts. Stop being mad at the Mariahs. Stop being mad at the Stephen Kings. Ask yourself what you're building that you can, ask yourself, ask yourself what you're building that can outlast, that can outlive you. That's what I want us to start thinking about. That's a vision. We all can create something that can outlive us, because that is the one thing that we should want. And I want that for you. So if you don't want that, that's different, right? But like I said, this is a difference in mindset. So if you are on that wave and you're looking for some kind of support, please definitely check out. Hit me up on Instagram. Let's have a conversation, because I want more people to get into this space of feeling like, yes, I can do this. This can be a reality for me. I don't have to stay in this space of, living paycheck to paycheck, living paycheck to Monday, as Dr. Lynn Richardson says. No, we don't have to do that. So I want the best for all of us, and it starts right now. It starts right now, and you got to step into it right now. So I'm your girl, Tanisha Shanae, Miss Inspiration. Please stay warm wherever you are. Stay safe. If it's not safe for you to be on the roads, please stay your behind in the house. And before it gets crazy, wherever you are, if you need to make a run out, go now. Okay? After you watch this video, but go now. I love you guys. I hope to see you all next week on Monday. I'm praying that everyone keeps their power, their internet, their Wi-Fi, whatever you have. I pray that you will be able to stay safe, and we can connect on Monday as well. Have a great one.
Man, that was another great message, Tanisha. Listen, friends, if you are not watching Morning Inspiration with Friends with Tanisha, then you are missing out. Hit that subscribe button and even share with a friend, because this is the best way to start your morning. Check Tanisha out every Monday through Friday around 7 a.m. CT time. You will not be disappointed.